I couldn't find it on my end.
We're all set.
Sounds good. Well, thanks everybody and welcome. This is the Pittsburgh Human Resources Associates PHRA Experience Informational Webinar. Our goal today is to address some commonly asked questions and give you all the opportunity to interact with us and ask your own questions as well. So be sure to follow and connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter as well. And again, this webinar will be recorded and sent to you within 24 hours via email, along with some follow-up information on how to access and review some of the benefits that we'll be discussing in the presentation today. And if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to use the chat box and just send them in there, and we'll address all of the questions at the conclusion of the webinar, or you're welcome to hold on to those and unmute yourself at the end and we'll address them there. But let's go ahead and we can get started by introducing the presenters for today. So Liz, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right, let me just make sure I'm not muted. Looks like I'm good. Well, hello, everybody. I am Liz, as Catherine mentioned, the Executive Director here at the PHRA. I've been employed now with the PHRA for at least 15 years, so it's been a long road for me. I received my master's degree from Carnegie Mellon University in business management with a concentration in HR. And prior to joining the PHRA, I was the Senior Director of Member Services and a Project Manager for the Society of Human Resource Management, better known to most of you probably as SHRM. I'm actually, I don't know if you guys can see my shirt. My shirt is Cause the Effect SHRM 22. I'm actually in New Orleans today, volunteering at the SHRM conference. So I worked at SHRM and now I'm on the other side as a volunteer, and it's been a wonderful experience. But as your executive director, I am responsible for day-to-day operations of the association, which includes managing the committees,
Sorry, everybody. It looks like we might have lost Liz temporarily, but I'm sure she'll be jumped back on here in just a second. So what Liz was getting ready to finish saying was that she also helps manage the committees as well as some of the staff. Liz,
sorry,
did we get
guys,
you back?
I'm back. I don't know when you lost me. I'm here, and I do apologize. I don't know if you guys, I don't know what you heard or not, but I'm actually in New Orleans at the SHRM conference, so I do apologize if my connection is not great. But I'm happy to be here, and I hope that I don't continue to go in and out.
Well, thanks, Liz. I think we pretty much heard just about everything, so you cut off at a good point.
Good.
But we're glad to have you back. Well, hi again, everybody. So my name is Catherine. I am the Membership Development Manager with the PHRA, and I have been a part of the staff for 6 years. I earned my undergraduate degree in Human Resources Management from Point Park University. And at the PHRA, I am responsible for items such as the oversight of membership growth and retention efforts, aiding in the development of membership programs and events, and then I serve as liaison to volunteer committees and provide support for assisting and carrying out their initiatives. So over the next few minutes, we will review some of the basics of the PHRA, how you can make the most of your membership, and then we'll answer any questions you have. And then here's what we'll cover. That we'll start off with the structure of the organization and strategic priorities, 2022 and 21 PHRA highlights, member benefits review and how to get involved, and then events, and we'll open it up for questions for you. So we look forward to getting to know you all a little bit more today and connecting you all to each other. So Liz, would you be able to provide an overview of how the PHRA is structured and some of our strategic priorities?
I would love to. I don't know that I'll be able to. Let's hope that the Wi-Fi stays strong enough so that I am able to. But thank you, Catherine, for kicking us off today. I'm proud to say that the PHRA has entered our 107th year of serving and advancing HR professionals. Being here at the SHRM conference, it's even more clear how awesome that is. I was a part of a meeting the other day where it was brought to our attention by a SHRM staff representative that the PHRA is actually older than SHRM, and that SHRM is is about 40 years old. So we have been around for a very long time. I mean, we obviously all came together and affiliated with SHRM, but we started this groundwork long before the Society of Human Resource Management. And our focus has always been to provide local networking and professional development opportunities for our members. It wasn't until 1972 that our chapter did begin our affiliation with SHRM, the world's largest association devoted to HR management. It's important to note, though, that our membership is separate and apart from the membership in the SHRM national organization. We get that question often, and we are two separate organizations. SHRM currently has more than 575 affiliated professional chapters within the United States and members in more than 140 countries. And PHRA is considered a super mega chapter. And we're very proud of that status because there's only 17 chapters within those 570 that have 1,000 members. To maintain our affiliation with SHRM, there is a few requirements. We need to ensure that 51% of our members are also members of SHRM so that we can keep our affiliation. And throughout the years, we need to have chapter representatives participate within our PA State Council. You might see throughout the course of the year some marketing for some of the State Council events. Our chapter president is the PHRA's representative to our State Council. And the main focus of the State Council is to provide a structure for our key volunteer leaders in the state to consult on local affairs, activities, needs, problems that could be addressed within the state. So now talk a little bit about our structure. So we have PHRA, well, first let me talk about our awards. So the PHRA has received lots of different awards throughout SHRM and the State Council. So in 2015, as well as 2020, we were named the Chapter of the Year. And most recently, we were awarded the prestigious Excel Platinum Award for our 2020 accomplishments. The Excel Award can be earned at 4 different levels: bronze, silver, gold, platinum. And each level has a prescribed set of requirements and accomplishments that must be met. So PHRA has received the highest of these award designations. The Excel Award is given to state councils and chapters, and it recognizes our accomplishments and strategic activities, tactical initiatives that are put in place to elevate the profession of human resources. So it's PHRA's paid staff would be myself, Catherine, and Judith, who is our new administrative assistant. I like to say we kind of steer the boat by managing the day-to-day operations committee. And our board members are fiduciaries who drive the organization towards a sustainable future by adopting sound, ethical, and legal governance, our financial management policies, as well as making sure the association has adequate resources to continue to advance the mission. So when you're at a PHRA event, and we do have quite a few of those in-person events coming up scattered through the next few months, a glance at the badges is a board member. They will be clearly marked. Introduce yourself, ask questions, what they're here for to serve and advance the membership. So to serve and advance the membership, we do this through our strategic priorities. So as I mentioned, our vision is to align HR as a strategic business partner in organizations by leading and increasing HR competency and business acumen. Our priorities, our strategic priorities, are deemed most important by our board to ensure the current and future health of our association. So our strategic priorities are to serve the HR professional, maintain financial stability, broadcast the message of HR, and engage within the Pittsburgh business community. So I'll briefly just touch on how we address these priorities throughout the course of the year. Our first one being to serve you, the local HR professional. We do this by providing different unique benefits that will help to continue your professional development and provide value-added resources for you to apply within your organization. one of our recently created benefits by our member development manager, Catherine, was a content video archive. This was created so all of our programs can be viewed at your convenience. You can now personalize your online learning experience and develop those skills that you need without ever having to leave your desk, and also at a time and speed that is just right for you. Some of the different topical areas you'll see out there would be employee mental health, diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, culture, talent acquisition, retention, and of course the post-COVID workforce. We have a lot of great programming within the content video archive, as well as just filling the PHRA calendar. So please be sure to take a look at our programming calendar. There's always something there for everybody there. Our second strategic priority is to maintain our present course's strong financial management. The strength in our financial statements continues to reflect the strong leadership of PHRA, just supplying the services and benefits that our members have requested and they demand. And I'm proud to say that throughout the pandemic, due to the strong financial management, we've been able to continue to provide our members with scholarships, trial memberships, rescue packages, as well as providing extended in-transition membership rates. The third strategic priority is to look for ways to broadcast the message of HR. And I'm excited to announce that one of the new ways that we are broadcasting the message of HR is through our new podcast, P4, People, Purpose, Passion, Pittsburgh. The purpose of this podcast is to build HR leaders through various different discussions with thought and business leaders on some of the most critical success factors of any business, which we all know is our people. Our host is PHRA, who is the founder of Lattice, and Pete is dedicated to building better businesses in Pittsburgh through different approaches to managing people, making connections, and discussing the most important topics impacting the workplace. So please be sure to check out all of our featured guests under the resource tab on our homepage. Season 1 has 10 episodes, and I believe today we just launched our 7th episode with Janet Manuel. So please take a minute to watch those. And finally, our fourth strategic priority is to engage the Pittsburgh community with collaborative outreach efforts. And we've partnered with several organizations throughout Allegheny County to host volunteer days and collect monetary and item donations for those most in need. We ended the year last year with a holiday toy drive with North Hills Community Outreach and provided over 45 children in need during the holiday season. And I think it was over $5,000 in toys and gifts that we were able to help support families in Pittsburgh. PHRA's members' generosity has made a difference and brought smiles to many faces and children throughout the course of the years. And we will begin the holiday toy drive again, probably around the October timeframe of this year. But if you do have any charities in need, please let us know. We're always looking for additional ways to engage within the community and provide support where needed. So as you can see from the topics there just discussed, that PHRA is on track still to continue to achieve success as it relates to all of our strategic priorities. I know with our members' support, we'll continue the tradition of excellence that the PHRA has established as it relates to our strategic priorities. Now I'm going to turn it back to Catherine to provide you some more details on, and just in general, your PHRA membership benefits.
Sounds great. Well, thanks, Liz. So now that you all have had an opportunity to hear a little bit more about the structure of the PHRA and some upcoming opportunities, we would like to hear more about you. So I will be launching a poll right now, and you'll see that come up on your screen momentarily. If you wouldn't mind just taking a quick moment to complete that and let us know what your top reason was for joining the PHRA, or what interests you if you aren't currently a member. Thank you. These responses are coming in quick. Okay, I think that is it. Well, thanks everybody. We'll end that and share the results. And we're not surprised. The number one reason rather for joining the PHRA was networking opportunities and learning and professional development opportunities were a close second. Thankfully, we will be discussing all options on the screen, from networking opportunities to news and resources. So, but I thanks everybody for your time and for quickly completing that. And now we'll just jump in and take a few moments to review some of the PHRA member benefits, how you can use them, and what are the resources that are available to you for access. So these benefits and additional information, just as a reminder, can be found on our website, www.pittsburghra.org. So we'll go ahead and kick it off with member discounts. We are proud to be able to present our members with discounts on event registrations, membership dues, and even university tuitions. PHRA members are eligible to save up to 50% on individual programs like our monthly educational programming and our conferences. And all you need to do to be able to take advantage of those discounts is just to be signed into your PHRA member profile on our website. And when you register events, the member rate will automatically apply to your card. We also offer group membership discounts to companies that have 5 or more professional members on the same invoice. So registering as a group can save you anywhere from 10 to 40% off the invoice total, depending on how many folks you've got listed. To sign up your team, if you're interested, you can contact me directly with a list of folks interested in joining, as well as some contact information, and we can get the ball rolling from there. And if you are interested in continuing your education, the PHRA also partners with local universities such as Robert Morris University, Point Park, Carnegie Mellon, and La Roche University to provide discounted tuitions each semester. So for more information, just navigate to the membership value section of our webpage on money saving opportunities, or feel free to reach out to me directly. The next piece is networking and connecting. With over 1,000 members and multiple networking events a year, the PHRA offers ample opportunities to connect with local HR professionals. So throughout the past 2 years or so, we transitioned our networking opportunities to a virtual platform, and we have been able to connect with you all through Zoom. We are really excited to share that we are introducing in-person networking opportunities back onto our events calendar. Last month, we actually hosted our first ever kayaking networking event, and participants were able to connect with their PHRA peers while floating or paddling down North Park Lake. Our next networking event is July 26th at the Southern Tier Brewing Company, and we look forward to seeing you all there. The PHRA Networking Committee is also busy planning more events for the remainder of the year, so be sure to keep a lookout for additional virtual and in-person networking opportunities for 2022 on the Conferences and Events tab. And the next piece is the Learn piece. The PHRA has been responsible for training hundreds of HR professionals with top quality content and instruction through educational programs and conferences. Our programs do meet the highest possible standards and are typically eligible for SHRM and HRCI recertification credits for those of you with your PHR or SHRM credentials. Our current educational programs can be found also under the Conferences and Events tab on the website. We do also offer 2 virtual 12-week SHRM certification prep classes throughout the year to help folks prepare for and ultimately pass their SHRM CP or the SHRM SEP credentialing exams. Our course is designed to prepare folks for sitting for either exam. And as Liz mentioned a few moments ago, we are excited to share that we did launch an on-demand webinar library, which is an archive of all of our webinar-based programming that you can view at your convenience. And the webinar library can also be accessed from the, you guessed it, Conferences and Events tab. The last piece we'll discuss are the resources and tools. As one of the country's largest HR associations, the PHRA volunteers and our staff work very hard to provide reliable and relevant resources and tools to help you stay connected to your profession. And those items include things like directories, in-house publications, and a robust career center. And this year, the PHRA launched 2 brand new resource pages for our members. Along with SHRM's A team, the PHRA has created a top-notch legislative resource page to assist our members in keeping up to date, as well as being able to comply with new legislation and regulations. And in addition to the legislative resources, we also launched an identity resource page that contains educational resources and content based on various identities such as LGBTQ+, different race and ethnicities, neurodiversity, and resources for women identifying individuals, which are all designed for the HR professional to turn to for both professional and personal growth and development. And you can check out both of these informational resource pages from the resource tab on our website. And additionally, we are proud to offer a SHRM certification scholarship for the class we just discussed a few moments ago that subsidizes the cost of the PHRA SHRM certification prep course. And then these benefits can also be found under the various menu tabs at the top. But Liz and I are also here if you have any questions or want some assistance navigating the website for more information. And now we do provide ample opportunities for members to volunteer, folks that are interested in getting more involved, which would give you the ability to directly impact the types of programming, events, and initiatives that we offer at the PHRA, as well as giving you an opportunity to network with some of our most engaged members. So some of the most effective ways to get involved with the association would be to join our buddy program, which is the PHRA's version of a mentorship program where we match mentees with a veteran member mentor. There's also opportunities to sponsor and spread brand awareness at our events or present an HR topic to our members during a monthly educational program and conference. And the PHRA also just recently began partnering with Lattice in 2021, which Lattice is an online mentoring and engagement platform where PHRA members can interact with each other, facilitate meaningful conversations one-on-one, and grow your network while also expanding educational content. So Lattice is an exclusive PHRA member benefit, and you can sign up from the Get Involved tab on the PHRA website. And there's also more information about Lattice and an informational video if you'd like to check it out. And more information about how to get involved at the association can be accessed in the volunteer section of the Get Involved tab on our website. And lastly, one of the best ways to get involved with the PHRA community is to join a committee. Our committees meet once per month, and participation really is an incredible way to make a direct impact on association initiatives while connecting with fellow PHRA peers. Our experience shows that committee involvement also has the potential to turn into additional leadership roles within the PHRA, such as committee chairs, seats on our board of directors, and even our executive committee. And you can see a list of all of the available committees on the screen. And to learn more about how to sign up committee or to get involved with one, all you need to do is navigate to the Get Involved tab on our website. Or again, you're more than welcome to reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to chat about committee involvement a little bit more directly. And next, Liz is going to jump into some important announcements.
All right, thank you so much, Catherine. As Catherine highlighted, there is always something happening at the PHRA, and there's ample ways for everybody to get involved. I'd like to highlight 3 of our signature events. And would love to see you all at our events participating or sponsoring it at one of the signature events. The first one that we just recently had was our Engaging Pittsburgh Innovative People Practices Award. So for over 2 decades, PHRA has recognized employees and employers from across the region who have demonstrated creativity in designing their business practices. And these practices have significantly contributed to the organizational and employee achievements. So our finalists this year, which you can see on the screen, have engaged in ways that have led to extraordinary effort and positive results there within their workplaces. And we all know that the workplace is changing and that critical skills and competencies, recruitment strategies, and organizational designs are all changing along with it. And the evidence of that can be seen among the dynamic group of finalists that we recognize this year. So congratulations to all those that participated in Engaging Pittsburgh, and hope to see some of you there next year. So our second signature event is the golf and bocce outing. And I'm excited to announce that this is next Friday, June 24th. So you still have time to participate in this event and attend if you would like to. So the outing brings together our members, affiliated partners, business community, and friends, just in a jam-packed day of golf, beverages, good old-fashioned rivalry, and just fun and socializing on the bocce court. There's more information on that event can be found on our website, but we would love to see everybody there for just a good day to network. And then our third signature event, again, still have time to participate in this one as well. Mark your calendars though, it's September 27th and 28th is our 74th annual conference. So that's 74 years of cutting edge sessions, top-notch speakers, fresh perspectives, career-changing insights, and countless connections that have been made. And we have no plans to stop now. We're going to keep moving with the conference. We'll be hybrid this year, so we'll have the hybrid learning experience, providing our attendees the opportunity to have two phenomenal days of connecting and learning, either in person or in the comfort of their own home. Our goal, as always, is to continue to bring you that amazing PHRA conference experience that everybody has come to expect from the PHRA. We'll still have 25 sessions, giving you the insights into everything HR, from basic HR professional needs to offerings for C-suite leaders, and just the latest ideas that are changing the workplace landscape. The conference is designed by our conference committee, as well as our learning and professional development committee, with topics to help you stay on top of what's to come in the world of work, no matter where you are in your career. So the next, I'll highlight some of our other events that we have moving on here. Our memberships or committees take pride in the fact that all of our educational conferences, our programming, our networking events, all provide that value-added development experience for you. Our events are created to stimulate the thinking and shape the knowledge that our 1,100 or so members rely upon to be successful in today's competitive world. So please mark your calendars for some of these events. We've listened, and all of the events have been scheduled based on the member needs that you have articulated in our member opinion surveys. And I know Catherine mentioned it. We're looking forward to meeting many of you for the first time since the pandemic. We have our first Meet Your PHRA Colleagues networking event on July 26th at the Southern Tier, Pittsburgh. And Catherine, you must have sent an email out today. Again, I've at a conference, so I'm not able to, haven't seen much, but I've been seeing a lot of registrations come through. So it looks like the email went out. So it seems like it's going to be a popular event, and hope to see some of you there. It's time to set aside that computer screen and enjoy engaging with some of our colleagues face to face for a fun time. So we'll welcome new members, veteran members alike, to just join us for the opportunity to meet the board, staff, and fellow PHRAers.
Sounds great. Thanks, Liz. So now for everybody on the call, this is your time to pick our brains. We are happy to answer any questions that you may have or clarify anything that we've covered. So please feel free to either use the chat or unmute yourself and ask us whatever your heart desires. All right, I think I've got.
This is Brad. What sort of highlights or events do you think are, I guess, more attended, or that we could support, or some of the ones that are not as highly attended that we could support and try to get some attendance up for those as well throughout the year?
Well, our signature events are our most attended, highly attended events. So on average, like our Golf and Bocce and Engaging Pittsburgh event will bring in about 150 or so participants, 100 to 150. And our conference brings in this year, because we're still trying to be cognizant of just people's preferences for being in large crowds. So we're trying to still have some type of social distancing at the conference. So we'll probably cap attendance at about 300 HR professionals for that event. It's normally closer to 400 HR professionals. So we are still trying to be just mindful of where people's preferences might be before we dive back in. Monthly programs are going to continue for at least the coming year to be virtual, and the monthly programs probably pull in about 20 to 30 members depending on the topics. And now that we're just launching our in-person networking events, we're hoping to have, prior to the pandemic, we had 70 to 80 at those events. So we're hoping to have the same type of attendance at those events. We're just trying to find spaces that we can are large enough to still spread out. And for example, the Southern Tier event will have the opportunity to be indoor or outdoor so that we can kind of appeal to all their preferences. So we're happy with our attendance at our event. So to answer your question, where could we help to support to maybe bring in more attendance? I think any of the events, the more the merrier, just bringing in new members and being able to make new connections regardless of which event that we're at.
Perfect, thank you.
Yep.
Great, thank you. And Dawn, I see your question in here, and I can absolutely send you an email with an invite. I copied your email and stuck it in a note, so I will get you some information about that event shortly.
Thank you, Catherine.
Happy to help. All right. Well, it looks like we are just a little over, and I think that may be all the time we've got for questions for today. But if you have any follow-up questions or if something pops up afterwards, please feel free to reach out to our office via email or phone. And Liz and I and our admin, Judith, would be happy to help with any questions that you have. Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to participate in the PHRA Experience Informational webinar today. As a reminder, we will be following up via email with more information on the topics we spoke about, as well as with the recording. So thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope to see you at an event soon. So you all have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
All right. Sorry, that was not my best, but I'm glad it's over.
No, you're fine. These are never ideal. Not my favorite thing to do, but it was just fine. You were going in and out, but I think it was, you could still understand what you were saying, so I wouldn't stress over it.
Well, and I think hopefully people understand. I'm not in the office, like I'm not in a typical, we had a lot of people there though, so I hope I didn't frustrate people. Oh well.
I wouldn't worry
And
about
regardless,
it at all.
even with the internet going in and out, I was going in and out myself. My brain wasn't here. But
you did
oh
just
well.
fine.
Can't win them all. Let me pull up do you have time to kind of walk through the plan a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I haven't looked at it's only Tuesday, but I feel like I'm very disconnected just from, I don't know why. I feel like I've been out of the office for like 2 weeks off, but it's only been a day.
I can definitely understand that. Okay, and I'm going to, let me see if this works.
Default. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. I took my AirPods out. They were getting annoying.
Right. Oh, we're still recording, so let's stop that.